Okay, now let's try example 2, where there's a radical on each side. Okay, so the first thing we're going to have to do is get rid of the radicals on each side. So we're going to square each side. So we square this, and we square this. Okay, so here the radical and the square are inverses, so they cancel each other out, so we're just left with 3x plus 1. But here, on the square root of 5x minus 1 squared, we have to write it twice. So this is the square root of 5x minus 1 times the square root of 5x minus 1. Okay, and that equals 5x minus 2 square root of 5x plus 1. We use FOIL to get that. Okay, so now here we're just going to simplify first anything we can, so we'll combine like terms. So here we subtract 3x from each side, and 5x minus 3x is 2x. Okay, we subtract 1 from here on this side, and we subtract 1 from here, and they cancel out. And then to make this a positive, we'll just add it to this side, to both sides, and that's how we end up with 2 square root of 5x equals 2x. Okay, now we're going to isolate the radical like we did in example 1 by dividing both sides by 2. So we get square root of 5x equals x. Okay, and then now we're going to square each side. So we have 5x equals x squared. Okay, then we're going to subtract 5x from here, and we're left with x squared minus 5x equals 0. Okay, so now we're going to have to factor in order to find solutions for x. So we factor out an x, we get x minus 5 inside the parentheses, and then we set each factor equal to 0, we get x equals 0, and x minus 5 when you solve equals 5. Now we have to check both solutions to see if we have any extraneous roots. Okay, so we were going to plug 0 in to the original equation first here. Okay, so 3 times 0 is 0 plus 1 is the square root of 1, and that square root of 1 is equal to 1. But if you put a 0 in x on this side of the equal sign, you get 5 times 0 is 0 minus 1, and the square root of 0 is 0 minus 1 is equal to negative 1, and 1 does not equal negative 1, therefore 0 is not a solution. Okay, and then you plug 5 back into the original equation, and you will get that x equals 5, because it does hold true that 4 equals 4 on both sides.